Hey guys, today we are going to talk about meta tags that describe an HTML page. So here are a few examples of how they are being used. If I just Google super rails, here I have a few results. So here I have the meta favicon, the meta site name, the meta title of the specific page, and meta description of this specific page. And here I also have an image that was pulled up. Here also is my blog. So you see it has different site name, it has different title, and if I search for something like super rails hotwire modals, it will find a specific post inside my blog. And here I have the title that is specific to this post and a description that is specific to this post. So this is one way meta tags are being used. Another way is you see we have these browser tabs and you have the descriptions. So this is the kind of title tag. This is the favicon. And also when sharing in social media, for example, you want to share something on Facebook or on Twitter. Let's say I want to share a post of mine on Twitter. I will take this post, I will copy it, go to Twitter. Here I paste the link. And you see it pulls up the title of the post and the image of this post. If I go to the inspector of this post, I will go to inspect element. There is a lot of stuff that I manually did. So I said that the description is the description of the post. So this description, I set the title that is specific to this post. I set image that is this image that I uploaded to my application. So if I paste this image, it is just accessible at the URL. So I set all these meta tags. Now let's see how we can do it in a new Rails application. Here I have a basic Rails app, and I have a list of Ruby on Rails events. And I want to have the favicon. I want to have the title in the browser specific to each page. So here I'm going to the Ruby KG 2024 page. I want to have it in the title, and I want to make this app these links nicely shareable in social media, so that when I copy this link, I go to like Twitter, for example, I paste it, and it pulls up a nice preview. Now you see it's not pulling anything up because it doesn't find an image and doesn't find a title. I can also go to some kind of inspector, like in LinkedIn, paste this URL, and you see it also looks really bad. Like, who would click on such a link? Yeah, and also pay attention. You see, I'm using ngrok. I did a video previously on how to use ngrok, because if you share a localhost link in different tools like Open Graph Checkers, like post inspectors on LinkedIn, on Facebook, it won't work. You need to share a public URL. So yeah, I have this ngrok running. Okay, anyway, here I have this basic Rails app, and let's set our meta tags. Let's start with the title. So I will go to application html.erb. Here I have the title. You see it was generated by default when I created the application. And let's say that we can have a specific title for a page. And if there is no title set for the page, then we will use this fallback title. Let's say we'll have equals content. So if there is content for title, then we are going to display the title, yield title. Otherwise, we're going to display the text meta blog. Now let's close the braces. Okay, and now when we go to a specific event show page, here I will say equals content for title do, and here I will have something like at event dot what does an event have? An event has a name. Okay, now I refresh this page, and here you see in the title I have Ruby Kaigi. I go back to events, I go to another event, And here in the title I have Tropical Ruby. And on another page where like no title is set, for example on the events index, it falls back to the default metablog title. So this looks good. Now let's try setting a favicon. Favicon is this icon of the page. So here you see we have like these icons will help you navigate the thousands of tabs you might have open in your browser. So to do this, I will, here you see I have like something cached, so it is already present, but let's add something new. Let's add this image as our favicon. I will save it. I will have it as, where is it? Favicon 2.png. And I will upload it into my app. So let's put it maybe into the images folder. And here I will put equals favicon link tag. And here I'm going to say favicon 2.png. And now in theory I refresh. Now it might not work straight away, but the icon should be updated. Let's have a look at the head and try to find the favicon. So here we have this link icon, and here it is, the icon. So in theory, this should be the icon of our app. Yeah, actually, I found some kind of favicon checker tool. I will put in the URL to our application, and you see we found the favicon. So though we still have the old favicon cached here, we see the newly uploaded favicon right here. So this is working. Okay, we've set a site title and we've set the favicon. And what if we want to set the page title, or what if we want to set the page description? Let's do this. So let's try setting some kind of general description to general title to our application. So I would say meta name title and content equals Ruby on Rails events worldwide. Let's refresh and see if this title gets found by an Open Graph checker. So I will check the website. We don't have it. Let's maybe try making the description. I will, yeah, maybe I need to refresh the page. Okay, so you see the description has been sent. Ruby on Rails events worldwide. Let's set the title. Find the Ruby events. I will refresh it. Yeah, it must be cached, so that's why it's not working straight out of the box. Let's refresh once again. Okay, so it might not be setting the title correctly. Let's see why. So it sees the OG title as metablog. So we want to set it as the Open Graph title, OG title. Now I will refresh. And here we have the title that has been updated. So we have the Open Graph title. The Open Graph description is automatically fetched from the normal meta description. So we have the title and the subtitle set. And we can also set the image. So let's set the image. And in the content, yeah, let's set image. And in the content, we will have asset URL. And we can have some kind of image that we upload. So I will upload an image, for example, the Super Rails logo. I will upload it to my images. So asset URL logo.png. Now, if I go back and check the website once again, yeah, maybe I should set OG image, not just image. So you see the image has been uploaded. Obviously the resolution doesn't look really great and you can have like some kind of background, some kind of nice text here, but this will fit as a default image for sharing. So looks fine. Then let's set this text that will be page specific. So let's say we want to set meta tags on the events show. So to do this and to be able to write it to the head of the document, I would say something like yield meta tags. I will remove these meta tags, and in the show action, the same way we did with content for title, we'll have content for meta tags do, and here we can paste these page specific meta tags. So we would have something like OG title would be event name, OG description would be, for example, event.location, OG image, it could be logo, or it could be an image that is attached to a specific event. So let's see if this would work. I will go to some kind of event like events 1 to 3. And we have Windy City Rails in Chicago, Illinois. We can also add the dates, for example. Let's say event location and event dot start. Is it start date? Yes, in my database it is start date. And event dot end date dot join with a dash. So if I refresh or go to another page, you see we have a nice description, the location, when it starts and when it ends. So looks quite good. But this is not the best way to set meta tags. There is a better way using the gem meta tags. So gem meta tags. Here it is. And it allows you to have default meta tags and to for like all your site, and it allows you to set specific meta tags for a page. And it has great Ruby syntax, and the cool thing is that you can set the meta tags in a controller action, but not necessarily in a template file. So let's install the gem and see how it works. I will add the gem to our gem file, bundle. Okay, now Rails generate meta tags install. This will generate a meta tags.rb file. I previously tried editing this file, but I think it's fine just to leave it as is. So not override the defaults. And yeah, let's go to our head and set these default meta tags with display meta tags. So I will go to application HTML, and here I will say, well, maybe somewhere here, display meta tags my website. Now, if I refresh the page, what do I have? I still have this meta blog. Let's inspect the element. So actually I have two titles, the meta blog title and my website. So let's remove this title, and I will actually also remove this favicon link tag and yield meta tags. I will remove all the previous work I did on meta tags where I was not using a gem. So let's say display meta tags site, and this will be the name of my website. For example, Super Rails events. Then I would have something like the general title for any page that doesn't have a specific title. Let's say find Ruby or Rails events. Then we could have a description. So description can be like anything in your area. Events in your area. Then we can set something like the icon. So previously we set favicon link, and in our case it would be icon, and the icon would be favicon.ico or favicon.png. In our case, it would be PNG, I guess, and I think there is a specific format to set in it here. So icon, yeah, so /favicon.png, for example. So we need to have favicon.png in our public folder. Let's see if it works right now. I will go to our app. I will go to head. Do we have the favicon? No, we don't have a favicon in the public folder. What if I do it without this dash? So I go back. It is just favicon.png. It doesn't work either. So I mean, we could use asset path maybe, or we could upload favicon to our public folder. Let's upload the favicon to the public folder. I will actually use the favicon.ico file that I created previously. So I will use favicon.ico. Now when I refresh, go to head, favicon.ico, and it opens the icon. So it is even in the correct format, looks good. So we got the icon. We can also set keywords, but actually keywords are not important for search engines anymore. Somewhere I read an article that keywords are being depreciated or have been depreciated by all the important search engines, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to set them, but you can do it. We can set image, and an image can be like an image of a specific page or a general image that would be the default image of your app. So for the image, let's set I don't know the logo PNG. So asset URL logo PNG. Let's see if this image is being set. Let's try visiting the URL. Yeah, I've got a lot of additional stuff, so I copied incorrectly. Yeah, so it works, but I'm not sure if just having the image does anything. Maybe we need to have OG image, so we can nest OG, and instead of actually having it like this, we can remove double type, and we can just have title will be title. So this is some of the syntax of this meta text gem. Type by default is website, but you can have article or other types. Image, description can be the same by default. Site name, I mean, we don't have to override it. So you could set these open graph meta tags. Let's try this web page in the preview tool. Okay, there's some kind of typo. I should remove the comma. So let's try this in this post, for example, in the tool, and yeah, so you see the meta tags are working with the gem instead of the ones that we did on our own. So we have the OG image, description, title, and so on. We can also add the author. That would be like Yaroslav Shmerov, for example, and other tags. And yeah, let's set the specific meta tags for the events show, and we can do it in the controller. As I mentioned previously, it's really cool using the set meta tags. So in the controller, I will say set meta tags title will be the event name. Then we'll have a description. It will be event location, start date, and date. Yeah, the autocomplete has been helpful. We would also have potentially a specific image that we would attach to an event, so you could have that, the attached image. If you did have an attached image, you could have something like image would be if there is an image attached, so something like at event.image attached URL for image, otherwise as set URL logo.png. But at the moment, event image attached will not work because we don't have active storage installed in this default application. You could set the open graph meta tags, so OG description will be event will be the description, and title will be title. So this way we set the meta tags for the specific instance of a post in the show controller action. And if we go back to this checker tool, so you see now we are on a specific event page and we have this just find Ruby on Rails events. If we try once again, let's refresh. Okay, let's try again now. Okay, there is an internal server error. I should have commented this out. Okay. So here you see we have the title and the description, and it looks quite good. So yeah, then for example, let's go to like new event page. You see we have this title, SuperRails events, whatever. We want to have a specific title for this page. Let's go and say set meta tags title new event. Now I refresh. Did the title get updated? Yeah, it got updated. And you see we have the site name, SuperRails events, and slash new event. What if we want to have new event before the site name? To do this, we can actually go back to application HTML and here say reverse true. So this would mean that the site name is going to be in the end of the description and the page name is going to be on the beginning. So I refresh. And here you see I have a new event and then the SuperRails events. So this sets what is first, the title or the site name. And yes, that's basically it. So yeah, just one more thing. Going back to the events, here you can also set the type. That will be not website, but article. And actually, if you go to the docs for Open Graph, let's find type. There are many types of content. So there is like music, video, and I will use the article. So by default, it's a website, but I will say that article to mention that there's like content here. And we can also add something like publication time, like created at, updated at, and so on. So yeah, that's basically it. I strongly recommend you to use meta tags in your application. It will really bring the experience to the next level and make it not suck when somebody wants to share a link to your work on social media. And it will also look obviously much better than searching in search engines. So you'll have nice titles, subtitles, favicons, and so on. Okay, thanks for being with me and see you in the next one.